Right, let's see which dragons turned up for us today and which cards they want us to pull so that we can get the full lowdown of what the theme is all about today. Has my theme that I written? No, it's gone, it's here. Okay, so we're on the call today and it's Awaken with Dragons, Monday the 24th of October, and I shall tell you in a minute which cards they have chosen for us to read today. The theme today is all about knowing that you are your inner self, knowing that you are the soul, building and bringing a very strong relationship to you so that you know yourself inside out. So you know your inner self, you know what you're here for, you know what stands in your way. To thine own self be true. You get to know what is it that's you're resisting. You get to know the feelings that go through your body, and you get to understand what's holding you back from the dream that you have. Now, the importance of all of this, and what I've been shown, and I have very, very strong evidence of through my own journey and through the clients that I've coached, is I strongly believe, and I know that we're meant to be visionary, we're meant to be intuitive, we're meant to be and tap into our own soul self so that we can be guided by our intuition and so that we can land again, reborn on this earth, doing what we came here to do. And it's no small matter. We are the creators of our own destiny, and we have genius. We are here for particular reasons. We are a band of women here for a particular reason across the globe that know that we're here for a specific reason. And what my job is to really help you with the dragons to bring that out of you so that you can actually see it, hear it, believe it. This is the journey that I often call you reconnecting with the soul, the ultimate body connection, so that you know that you are soul driven, soul led, and you get to see all the soul interventions that have gone on in your life, and you kind of go, oh, that's what that was about. That's why the wall fell down, as far as I'm concerned. That's why the car blew up, or that's why the flat tire, or that's why this and that's why that. These are all your soul interventions trying to get through to you. The dragons have spelt it out in such a way using 8 dragons, and each of the 8 dragons have 8 really, really strong messages to give you of how you can break through, how you can come through to the other side so that you're not being dragged down by focusing on all the problems. Because when we focus on the problem, you only recreate the problem again. So really we're looking for a bigger vision. We're looking to do things in a different way. And this is what the dragons are here to tell us. And every single week, because they asked me to read out their cards that they downloaded for me, which they call Awaken with the Dragons. And I've been doing this now for quite some while, and everybody who's been asking for a card and listening to their card, 1 or 2, then they're getting to see a full story. They're getting to understand what's going on in the background and why they are standing in their own way. Because the cards actually show you what's going on in your subconscious, what's holding you back, what are the beliefs that you are holding so tightly to that stop you moving forward and creating with your genius. So that's what we're all about on Monday calls to do with the dragons. So thank you very much for coming here. Thank you very much for listening in. Thank you very much for trusting me to read these cards to you, and put little anecdotes in there about little stories about how this actually works on a practical level. And this is all about what I call practical magic. Now, I wouldn't be doing this if I hadn't gone on the journey of waking up. And waking up came for me by doing detoxes and cleanses, cleaning the pineal gland, which basically opens up your intuition, opens yourself up to astral traveling, opens yourself up to interacting with invisible beings, interacting with higher consciousness, interacting with God, if you like, interacting and connecting with your soul. Now, I did detoxing and cleansing and fasting. I still do it. And whenever I do it, I'm so much more intuitive. This is definitely the path that I took to be more intuitive, to be more in tune with infinite beings, and also to understand and go on the journey that I want to take you on in this create your new reality, in this soul sessions that I'm going to be doing for the next 30 days. And this is starting in the middle of November. We're going to go through to the middle of December, so that you get to connect, you get to know your soul, and I'm going to take you on a journey so that you can see what the vision that Source has for you. I do these readings for ladies in the Conscious Business Zone, but I also am going to do these readings for you so that you can actually understand what the vision is that Source has for you. But more than that, you are actually going to go and do the journey, a bit of journeying, a bit of shamanism, so that you can actually see and feel and be part of the journey of why you came here, why you're one of these leading edge women, why you came here to do what you're doing, and how you can start following your intuition and actually get that done. Right, on to the dragons. 4 dragons, Lunar Ray. Now, Lunar Ray, let me just always introduce the little dragons. Now, majestic, massive dragons, by the way. Lunar Ray, she has skin like white snake skin, pearlescent. And when you touch her, it's like touching a snake. It's just pure muscle. It's warm and it's smooth. Her whole essence is to help you feel, to really accept your feelings, to get deeper into your feelings, to accept how much love, what's beyond love. Lunar Ray is all about you're safe to feel. If you can feel this, don't block out the bad stuff, because if you do, you're going to be blocking the good stuff coming in. You'll be living in a very, very slim bandwidth. So I'm going to ask Lunar Ray today what the card is to do with the theme, to know that you are soul connected, that you are meant to be here as a spirit joined to your soul, getting intuition. You're meant to be a visionary. So that is the scribbling. I should be a doctor the way I scribble and can't read my handwriting. I have to use my intuition for reading my own handwriting sometimes. What was I thinking at that time? So the theme today is you are meant to be a visionary. You are meant to be intuitive. You are meant to be a genius. And whatever it is you came in to be a genius at, this is it. This is how we're actually going to get you to open up to your genius and actually just start doing it. My genius is going to be completely different to yours. That's why you never copy what another coach says how you do something. You have to open it up yourself, immerse yourself in it, embody it, because your journey is very, very, very specific and different to someone else's. It might be on the same theme as someone else's, but the way you do it is going to be completely different. Without further ado, we are going to listen to Lunar Ray. So Lunar Ray, as far as being a visionary, how can you help us with your card today? All right, so this one is intensify your feelings. And this is card number 26 in the whole deck. And card number 2 of Lunar Ray's messages that she wants to give to you. So amplify and intensify your feelings. Anyone who chose Lunar Ray, the snake skin, she's very, very pliable. So this is the message she has for you. You will make more of an impact with your energetic state when you express yourself out loud. My voice always changes. Turn up the volume. I hope you're hearing this if you chose Lunar Ray. There is a value in writing down your creations. However, there is a more powerful way that assists the creation to come into fruition, because it ramps up and charges up your energy. Expressing it out loud is 10 times more powerful. You can certainly journal it out, your perfect day experience, landing in your ideal situation when it's resolved. But when it's spoken out loud, the energy changes. It's more exuberant, it's more playful, it's more fun, it's more spontaneous, and therefore more powerful. You can do it as an experience of your perfect day so that you can write it out every single day. How you want to feel, what you're going to wear, who you're going to meet for lunch, where you're going to go that afternoon, what you're going to be doing in the evening. But if it is additionally powerful, you want to be able to speak out your specific plan or project. You can say it out loud. You can say it out loud every single day. Playfully, be spontaneous. Allow what to come through comes through. And why not record it onto your phone like I do? Any of the big creations that I've done, I've recorded them on my phone and I've listened to them again. Something even more powerful that if you are a driver and you have a car to drive in and you could be on alone in your car, you can speak those things out loud in a conversation. So if there's somebody you want to meet or there's a conversation you want to have with someone, act it out. That is so powerful. It works every single time to create something in a different way. So yeah, record it. And you would find it just fantastic and fun, and you can listen to it again and again and again, and anything you want can now change within that recording. When you say something out loud, it holds more power. When you write things down, it holds more power than when you think about it. So you can see it resonates at a different level. The reason it holds more power is because you are more laser focused on what it is that you want to be delivered, what you want to receive. What is it that you want? You are in the living, breathing of it when you stand and deliver your playful rendition of your own creation. It goes from flat and soulless energy to living in that very heartbeat. It's alive and it's a living thing. You're injecting life into your creation, and so it wants to be alive and to be in physical form with you. So whatever you want, whatever's out there in creation, can you see an image of it that it wants to be with you as much as you want to be with it? The soul of your creation, the life of your creation wants to be with you as much as you want it to be with it. You're putting life into it, and the more life you can put into it by speaking it out loud or journaling or thinking. So thinking is kind of weak. Writing it down is stronger. Speaking it out loud is even stronger. So that's the message today. And just get really playful with it and allow yourself to play with it. And this is definitely what I teach and what I coach, is speaking it out loud. I do, when I'm working with people, we do these rampages of success. Okay, walk me through it. What's your day like? What are you going to be doing? You speak it out loud. It's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to do that. Well, just speak, just imagine it. Just imagine, just go with it. Just play with it. What else? What else would be better than that? So I encourage you to always do that. And we record it and we have fun with it. So that was Luna Ray talking about you are a visionary, and being able to visualize something is really, really strong when you want to be able to bring something, when you want to shift, when you want to change something that's not working. You create the big picture, the end result. What is it that you really want? Not, I want to earn so much, or I want so many clients, or that, because that's kind of dead. So you're trying to solve a problem. Even when you're trying to do a creation, you're trying to solve a problem. So the universe and source is kind of going, all right, you've got a problem. You want more of the problem. All right, okay. So we'll send you more of that problem. I want more clients. Okay, you want more clients. I will give you the want for more clients. Hopefully that makes sense. So we don't want to be focusing on the lack of or the problem. We don't want to be solving a problem. We want to be going bigger than that. Like, what's the big creation? What do you really want? Come on, you don't really just want that. You're only working all your days, all day long. Card number 2 is the sea dragon. Now, the sea dragon is a green and blue colour, and she's called Tara. When she came to me on the beach, it was quite an extraordinary experience of her sort of, rising up and coming and speaking to me. And there was a dog at the other side of the beach, and previously quite quiet for the last few hours that I was there meditating and looking at the sea and going for a swim, and all of a sudden it just kept going woof, woof. And the owner came over and said, I'm so sorry, I don't know what it's doing. I knew exactly what it was doing. It could pick up my energy, and it was so skittish and playing around me all the time, having so much fun. Okay, Tara, and to do with letting people know that they are a soul and they are meant to be a visionary, what card would you like me to read? 7. So Tara really is about you pivoting and taking things from a different perspective. I see that quite a few people always choose Tara, and that just shows me where people are with whatever the problems that they're trying to solve. So we're going to be thinking about pivoting. So let's just see what she has to say to us with the card that we have been shown to use today. Card number 7. And the title for that is Evolution is a Revolution of Mastering Your Feelings. All right, so that's building on the last card that we have, which Luna Ray was talking very much about your feelings, getting into the feeling of it by speaking out loud. So let's see what this card is all about today. Awaken with the Dragons. Oh, card number 15, by the way. This is card number 15. 7 on the messages that Tara wants to bring us about how we awaken with the dragons and become these visionaries, become these intuitive, become these very wise women. Evolution is a revolution of mastering your feelings. There is a temptation to take the evolution of mastering your feelings as tremendously serious. Take care and notice whatever the situation and find yourself as the observer and allow the glimmer of humour woven into every situation. When you can see through the eyes of the soul, it's a completely different vision as to when you look at your problems that you want to recreate and shift away from. When you look at them through the eyes of the soul, she has humour, she has a lightness in there. Your evolution as a population on the planet at this specific time, that we the dragons are here to assist you with, is to experience the full transition into the next paradigm. And it is a revolution of feeling. Becoming a sensitive, knowing, intuitive, consciously aware, multi-sensory being. It is considered to be a big step. However, how would it be to consider that this to be all so much more fun than it is? Can you see that it's a game, after all? The revolution of allowing your feelings to flow and infiltrate you is an ancient instinctive knowledge. And you have access to all of this. This knowledge is actively being used and has been used by people who are in touch with the land, who communicate with animals, who communicate across species, plant speakers, animal speakers, mystical dragon speakers. People who read the stars and can predict changes and locate the lost. Tribespeople and native clans have an innate knowing and sensual skills that tap into and read energy. You have your own sensitivity that just needs activated, and the existing learning from previous lifetimes locked away in your soul is reignited. You are a visionary. You are a soul. Set yourself free and let your soul guide you. It makes for a much simpler and very colourful life, rather than the struggle of remaining in the shades of grey and accepting what you believe is all that is available to you, with mediocre, mundane obligations of living in a monochrome average life, fighting to survive, and being so serious. Stepping into the life and light of all colours, coming under the rainbow, and having that wash over you, the feeling that is so wonderful to be fully alive, is a revelation waiting inside of you. We, the dragons, can feel it with everybody who steps in and through the filter. stepping into being playful with creation and understanding the energy shift of their vibration and the consequences. Then some people step back, and then later they step back again, oscillating and flip-flopping between worlds. One foot in each world, playing with energy and vibration, becoming familiar and stretching the creation, stretching the imagination, stretching the finer details, stretching the extrasensory perception, stretching until you feel safe to trust your feelings. That was a really beautiful card from Tara. Feelings, as I describe them, you're on a scale. Everybody has feelings, and you're always on a scale of feelings. So your most delicious, relaxed, sensual moments to your most traumatic, scary, fearful events ever that you've experienced in this life or another, you're always on the scale. If you knew at any time where you were on the scale, or maybe you're always keeping yourself in 4, 5, and 6, you're always in this narrow bandwidth because you don't want to go into too much fear, so therefore you can't allow yourself to go into too much joy and creation. This is the bandwidth that we need to expand and stretch and feel safe to feel. And even if you feel something bad, it's only there because it wants to be acknowledged and let go of. So Tara, they're all about stepping into your feelings and flipping and flopping between this one and that one. And like, oh, I can feel so much joy. Oh, I can feel so much sorrow. Like a child flip-flops in between the stories and the feelings, but never really gets hooked up on any. We don't hold them in and get so trapped in all of those. Let me move on before I make this too long a reading today. Raphael, we're going to speak to today next. Raphael is a silver dragon. He's the professor of the dragons. He wants detail. He wants the texture, the sense, the smells, all your senses engaged. Raphael really is a very spectacular silver dragon. So big, so expansive, at the same time so patient, so much like the professor, just like always asking for more detail. Always, doesn't matter what you give him, always there's more detail to go. There's always something else beyond. So Raphael, to do with being a visionary, 5. What card would you like us to read? Card number 5. Today, this is card number 5, but it's also card number 21 of the full 64 deck. This is all about the finer details. The finer details. Raphael always talks about the finer details. Call it the small print if you want. It's always the finer details. Now, let's just see what he has to say about being finer details and being the visionary that you are, getting in touch with your soul. Don't forget the 30-day challenge that I'm doing so that you can really embody, you can feel, and you can get to know who you are as a soul. You feel safe in that world. And then also, we're also going to do the journey of finding out what the vision that Source wants for you. We'll step into you in your full essence, and you'll be able to see and feel and know, that's why I'm here. That's my genius. So the finer details, the small print. You may find yourself hooked on the big picture, looking into the future and the overall goal. It's big and exciting for sure, but you've forgotten to get into the finer details. I urge you to discover the finer, delicate, overlooked details of your dream reality. They drive us, they drive the collective, like myself, says Raphael. We need you to pinpoint it in finer details. The way I work, says Raphael, is that I get into the finer details of things. The stitching on the very, very expensive garment. It's very even and small and detailed and delicate, but it's very strong at the same time. It's really done with purpose. I notice and see the finer intricacies of how this can all come about. Serafina, on the other hand, puts you into the big picture, lets you just imagine what is the big picture without the detail. But if that's the way it is, just a big picture, I want it to be a nice day, I want to have a nice day. Oh, that's a big picture. Where's the detail? If, for example, you want to imagine your day, you can say, I want it to be a lovely day. But I ask you, in what way? This is Raphael saying, in what way? You say you want the sun to shine, but I ask you at what temperature? If you want the sun to shine, do you want to be in a sundress or do you want to be in a bikini? What do you want to have the sun feel like on your skin? Where's the detail? What does it feel like as you soak in the sun on your skin? This is an amazing membrane of information. And if you've listened to Bruce Lipton, he has this all worked out, that this is your organ, this is your sensory organ, the skin. What does it feel like on your skin? Because you adapt, your creation adapts to depending how you feel, what's being sensed by your skin. Your skin is what adapts your inner self to match your environment. Now you give the environment the information via your skin. If you want any more information on that, just let me know. This is definitely all being downloaded very freshly, and it's very, very poignant to how we go about using that in our creation. Maybe you want to have a light breeze so you can wear clothes that feel very fitted, or you want to feel you can move very, very comfortably. Where are the details? You can feel really at ease in your body and confident and flowing. Next, you could feel your body relax, and you can feel your body tense. You can also enjoy the company you're in. Let it be perfect for you so that the company that you're in is deep and delving and connecting, inquiring, and filling your needs for true connection and appreciation for your quality time together. Where are the details? I want to meet some nice people. Really? What do you want them to be like? How do you want them to listen to you? How do you want yourself to communicate with them? Where are the details? Or you can have it as light and fun and just surface level and lots of laughter and nothing in particular. You can have the food that you like to eat to be really fulfilling, luxurious, rich and tasty. And you just want to eat one excellent meal a day because it is so satisfying. And you just don't need to eat anything else. In all of the finer details, there is a texture, there is a weight, and there is a feeling sensation. There is an intricate detail in every single part of your energy that runs through your body as you talk to us, says Raphael. You tend to just actually ask on a very broad level. I would like to have a nice day. I would like to have a nice car. I would like to have some nice clothes. I would like to lose weight. I would like to feel better. What you're saying is lacking colour. It is lacking the shading. It is lacking any activation in the senses. So going back to Tara, there's no feeling in it. There's no sense. There's no feeling in it. Going back to Luna Reba, speaking it out loud. What gives it more feeling is speaking out loud, wearing it, embodying it. We are waiting for very specific and lots of detail. Paint the picture and colour and paint it in as if by numbers. You're being asked to take time to paint the picture for us. Paint the picture in the colours and details for us that you see and feel, and let us see and feel what it is that you want. What it feels like in your body. Where is it in your body? Is it in your chest, in your solar plexus? Where is it? How do you feel it in your throat? Let us know how it tingles with excitement when it's delivered. Sadly, we're left twiddling our dragon thumbs because you're not giving us any detail whatsoever. Not just you, but 99% of the population fall very, very short in their creative art. We the dragons and the whole collective, and there is a whole army of us waiting to deliver to you, but there's no destination, there's no charts, there's no map, there are no dates, and there are no colours whatsoever. Oh, feels rather sad. Okay, come back, voice. The fourth card, the very colourful rainbow, is ceremony. Ceremony has a very strong part to play. She's the rainbow dragon. She wants to show you that you're walking through under the rainbow. You're coming to the edge of the rainbow and you're about to fly. Let's just look at everything that's gone before, all the shades that you've gone through, and celebrate how far you've come. Ceremony. What is the card to do with the human race and all these ladies being visionary? Okay, card number 6. She gave me a funny way of doing that today. She showed me a number 12, and I'm like, there aren't 12, not yet anyway. And she said, no, it's half of that. All right, so, of course, this is a long one, so let me bear with me. So that card number 6 from hers, but card number 54 in the whole deck. This is being full spectrum. This is being all feelings are okay. Let me have a little drinky because it's a long one. The dragons are absolutely phenomenal. And I realised through all my work with being Detox Diva that it's brought me to this, to have these conversations, to have these signs, to have these messages come through from the dragons, which are the visions from source, and to be able to deliver those to you, to let you know your value as a soul, as a genius, and what they want to wake up in you so that you could start living like that and just get rid of all the problems that you've got and all the hardships, and just let the dragons point you in the way with these dragon cards. And of course, once you've solved one problem, maybe something else will arise. This is all soul intervention. My soul has intervened in so many ways to try and get me to eliminate and let go of thoughts and patterns and beliefs. And we're at the leading edge of all of that. We as a band of women know that we're at the leading edge of that. And we just want to do the work and get clear, because the next generation that's coming, they are different, but they definitely need to take this and the next step further for the evolution of the population. I've seen the population of this planet in the next generation's generation, so our children's children. And physically we look very different. We don't hold on to so many things that we're holding on to now. Very, very different. Right, let me read. Full spectrum of feelings available. It's so tempting to view life and believe that all we see and all we feel is all that there is. Remember the very narrow bandwidth between 4, 5 and 6. Maybe that's where you're staying. Oh, I don't want to feel too much. I don't want to feel so happy, because if I feel so happy, I'll be knocked down with the sad stuff, you know. I don't want to feel the sad stuff, but as you don't want to feel the sad stuff, you don't allow yourself to feel the heart rejoicing. So the sad stuff is okay. It just needs a path out. It needs to be eliminated. Imagine the light spectrum, some of which you see and understand with your limited visible spectrum of the light that surrounds us all the time. Different species can see into the expanded spectrum of light with their eyes, as well as engaging other senses. They experience a different spectrum of knowing. The soul knows all of this. She can see through what you don't see. If you see through the eyes of the soul, you see a very broad spectrum. Now consider that you're only experiencing the emotions and feelings you feel comfortable with, and your brain can compute from your prior experiences. You are being asked to step out of your current limited emotional and sensing spectrums and start working your way into a broader spectrum where there is more colour, more sensations, and you feel consciously more and more comfortable, safe and familiar. At some point, the feelings that you lived and swam in and have triggered you previously to respond in certain ways won't be something that even touches or triggers you anymore. You are observing and sensing them as pure energy, and you know that they're just normal. They're not even yours. You can let them go. The energy you perceive through your senses is something that's not for you to personally to react to. You see and feel in a different way. You are conscious and free, finding it easier and easier to distinguish and understand. You are exploring and expanding your senses into the fifth, into the sixth, and into the seventh and eighth realms of your senses. And this is where the population are going, the evolution of the being human. Our children already are way expanded, more expanded than us, already in the fifth dimension. They just needed explained to them, like, well, why am I being educated in such a way? Or why does life work in such a way? Mummy. The vibrational scale of your feelings and emotions can be played like an instrument would be played. The lower scales, which are the denser, heavier vibrational and frequencies of feelings, you will clearly recognize and be familiar with. You can feel the victim and the anger and the hate. You will need to know and be acutely aware of them because you are in them and surrounded by them every day as they emanate from your environment. As a sensitive being, as a soul, you have the aim of being surrounded by them and not be affected or influenced by them. And this is the 30-day journey that I'm going to be taking you through in November. That you are being soul, that you are acting and seeing and discovering as soul. It's good to be able to be neutral and not get dragged into the dramas and the experiences of those around you. You have successfully worked your way up to the first sacred home and safe feeling vibration, where there is an opening growing wider and wider every day of your receiving vibration, which comes through love. There are so many different shades of love, the experiences of love and joy and fun and pleasure and exuberance. From your safe place, your neutral territory, you have created for yourself and can safely aim higher and wider than before. You feel safe when you're connected to your soul. You know that your soul has your back. You know that there's a vision that Source has for you. You are not being punished. You don't have to work hard, but this is your soul guiding you. When you have a full spectrum of your feelings, you will begin to be able to understand the shades and nuances of others around you. And you'll be able to understand the satisfaction that you seek. And so many more feelings that don't even have names yet, because there are so many more frequencies and vibrations coming along all the time that have not been translated into our vocabulary. It's kind of Neanderthal, the language that we speak right now. Go beyond the visible, go into infrared, go into ultraviolet, and so it goes on and on and on. Go beyond what you feel and know today and explore what's more there could possibly be. Engage all of your spectrum. Do not hold yourself back into the grey, the monochrome, and the dull. So that was Ceremony. She really wants you to get past everything that you've been through. She wants you to see how far you've come and let all of that go. So the last reminder that I'm going to give you today about the 30-day Create Your New Reality Challenge that I'm doing over the next 30 days, starting on the 15th of November to the 15th of December. This is a chance that every single day you're going to tune in to your soul. You're going to have conversations with her. You're going to get to know what your vision from source is. You're going to start embodying and seeing what your soul sees. This is such a phenomenal journey to help you see and understand yourself as a spiritual being so that you are connected. Don't forget today's theme, you are a visionary. You are here with the intention of being a soul, of being connected to your soul and being infinite, being intuitive and being that visionary and a creator of what is going to be coming out of you in the future. Do not limit yourself, do not hold yourself back, do not concentrate on your problems, but become the creator. The favourite sentence and phrase that I'm always saying in this house when somebody's like, oh, it's not working right, create it. I even have to beat myself up sometimes and just say, oh yeah, God, look at what I created with those thoughts and with those feelings. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I will see you again next week. Now, what I'm being asked by the dragons now is, for you, when you hear your reading, see what it pertains to, see what it is in relation to, and feedback. Use your words, write it down, make a video, or write it down, and let us know, the people who are in this circle, who are looking at you as a visionary, what it is that the reading meant to you. What is it about? Take the time. For years and years and years, I didn't allow myself the time. I was too busy. I wanted to carry on working to look at what it was bringing up. Because if we can spot what it's bringing up, what your core belief is, where it's from, we can begin to eliminate it, or at least make you aware of it, so that it doesn't affect you and it's just one less thing to worry about from now on. Have a beautiful day, and I will be speaking to you again very soon. This week I'm all about clearing up and looking at the cards, putting image to the words, and finishing off my book about the gut repair, the 7-day protocol. Basically, this is the detox protocol that I put together, which cleans up the pineal gland, cleans up your tissues and your core and your colon and everything else, and just opens you up to being this amazing, unstoppable spiritual being. You're a soul. I love you. Have a great day.